In the heart of a bustling city, a son found himself burdened by a question lingering at the edge of his mind. He approached his father, an embodiment of wisdom and unspoken pain, eager to understand the narrative surrounding his father's illness. The words hung in the air, thick with emotions, as the young man inquired why his father chose to boldly proclaim he was dying from HIV instead of the more acceptable label of cancer. His father, a man of few but impactful words, looked deep into his son's eyes. There was a moment of silence, a poignant pause where the weight of the truth began to unravel. He explained with brutal honesty that he didn't want other men to cast sidelong glances at his beloved wife in his absence. The thought clawed at him. What if loneliness drove them to seek her comfort when he was no longer around to protect her? The conversation turned heartfelt, wrapped in layers of love and obligation. The father's voice trembled slightly as he conveyed how society often romanticizes the notion of a noble battle against cancer. In contrast, the stigma surrounding HIV painted a darker portrait, one filled with judgment and fear. The father was aware that such transparency may tarnish his memory among some, but he prioritized his family's integrity over any lingering whispers. As they discussed the intricacies of love, loss, and loyalty, the father reflected on the power he held in shaping perceptions even in his vulnerable state. He did not desire pity, rather he sought understanding, urging his son to consider the complexities of human relationships. The son realized in that moment that his father was not merely expounding on illness, but rather navigating around the fallacies life often entangles us within. The father's honesty became an armor, shielding his family from the unkind realities that accompany such a diagnosis. There was respect in his approach, a lush garden of emotions where the blooms of affection thrived amid shadows of despair. The son embraced the wisdom imparted to him, a profound guide that would echo throughout his future relationships. In the end, their bond grew stronger, rooted in vulnerability and unfiltered truth. The son left the conversation with a heart heavy yet uplifted, understanding now that the real strength lay not in the illness itself, but in the honesty it prompted. His father's love molded shadows into vibrancy, revealing the beautiful complexity of human connections in the face of heartbreak.